Hi there, Stage 1. I thought this week, as we approach Easter, you might like to create something which is a reflection of what Easter is all about. I'm hoping that you can see my artwork here that I've begun. What you need for this artwork are some oil crayons. Here we go. You choose the colours that you would like to use. As you can see, I've chosen a red, a brown, a light blue, a green, and I've also got a royal blue in there, and I've repeated those colours in my letters. So it says, Rejoice, Easter, Jesus. When I think of Easter, these are the three words that come to my mind. And this is actually my favourite time of year because autumn is my favourite time of year. And I've used a lot of autumn colours in there as well. So the first thing I did was I chose a colour to draw 1, 2 lines across my page. And that way I've divided my page into 3 sections. So each section has a word in it. Rejoice, Easter, Jesus. And the other thing that I was very careful about was that the letters filled the top to the bottom space of each section. So the E starts here, comes down to here, and that whole word, the letters in that section fill that space. And there's a reason for it. There's also a reason for these 3 lines. The other thing you're going to need are watercolours. Any watercolour will do. If you don't have watercolours and you've got acrylics or paints in a tube, you can water those down yourself and make little pots of watery solution that you can use. So if you look carefully, the other thing you need is a jar of clean water and a brush. So remember when you change colours to dip into your water before you dip into your next colour. So if you look carefully here, I've worked inside the shapes and I've not just chosen one colour across each word, I've just worked within the areas and chosen various colours. I'm going to come up here now to the E and I'm going to go with a bit of orange. Remember when you're using watercolours, the colour goes a long way. You can dip back into your water and spread it across your page. You don't need as much tint as though when you're using acrylics. So take it across, and if you like, I could actually even put a bit of green in there. And let's see what happens when I put a bit of green and it blends in with the yellow. Add a bit of water and it starts to blend in with each other. And that gives a very special effect. Now the other thing I wanted to talk to you about was oil crayons. And we did a little bit of this in our still life on Friday. We used oil crayons and washes. You'll notice that it forms a barrier because that's oil there. This orange will stop here. It won't bleed into that area because the oil in the crayon is forming almost like a wall. You see that? So you get this very, very special effect. Now we've got 2 red colours in here, so I might go over to some cool colours, maybe another shade of green or blue, and pop some green in here. And now I'm going to go for a touch of blue and let that bleed into each other, and you almost mix a new colour there. And then when it's dry, it's going to look very, very special. You'll love the effect. And this is something that you could hang in your bedroom, or if Mum and Dad will let you hang it on the fridge. You decide where your artwork is going to go with Mum and Dad's approval, of course. There you go. Could even go near your Picasso artwork you worked on last week. See how I'm not just sticking with one colour in every space. So here we've got Oh, I haven't used this colour yet. Let's see. Oh, very nice. So it's a very light brown. But I don't want it to stay brown because I've got a brown E there. I might pop a bit of blue in here. And it doesn't matter that they bleed into each other. Look at that. Very nice. Well, I hope you like it. Let's see what colour this is. Ooh, purple. Now that's a very strong colour, so I'm going to add some water to that and spread it around here as well. That's a lot of tint, which is very nice. But I'm not going to need to dip into my watercolour tray for any more of that because that's very strong. I'm going to add a bit of yellow over here. There we go. And as you can, hopefully you can hear some jazz music. Whenever I'm painting or creating, I always have music on in the background. So it becomes part of Miss Buono's relaxation. So there's the idea. I'll finish that and pop it up on our Seesaw page so I can show you my finished artwork. If you don't have any crayons, you can do a similar thing using textures and pencils. Use whatever you've got. So the 3 words, rejoice, Easter, Jesus. Stay tuned for another craft when we get much closer to Easter, and it's something that you can make as a gift for your family. See you next time.